Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie, aka the Rose Quartz Lioness, and I'm here today to talk about a topic that I've been having with a lot of young women at my job. We have been talking about um, how often they're changing partners, or how often people are changing partners now, and the lack of understanding between the connection between the physical body and the spiritual body, as well as the lack of understanding between the gateway. Now, to start out, I have to give a few definitions of what I am, the words that I'm going to be using. Gateway is going to be used to reference your womb, and the pathway is going to be used to reference the vaginal canal. And this is going to apply to any woman that was born with a womb. The womb is actually the gateway to the spiritual realm. That's the way by which a soul enters this world and starts to participate in a school called life with the purpose for spiritual ascension, right? Because we're all trying to meet our higher self, we're all trying to evolve. So now, even though you might have your womb removed, you still have been born with that gift. You are still a divine being that is close to the Creator because you were born with the ability to create. You were born with a womb. You have the tools of creation inside of you. Um, Now, I'm not saying that men cannot create, but men do not grow. The flesh and the spirit does not go through them and out of them to enter this world. So, I'm not trying to rag on men or anybody that don't have a womb. Don't come shoot me. I'm just saying that it is very important for women, for everybody to understand that possessing these tools is so much more than what we realize on a physical level. Um, and what we talked about, me and these young ladies, because a lot of them were, I mean, every month or every couple of months, it was a new dude, or they were rotating several dudes. And these dudes were actually rotating women as well. And I kind of had the epiphany that we have lost or maybe even some people never even had the understanding of how the physical body is connected to the spiritual body, how what you do to the physical body affects the spiritual body. If you poison it, if you put poisonous substance in the physical body, then obviously you're poisoning the spirit. If you damage the physical body, you're damaging the spirit. And when you damage the spirit, or the physical body for that fact of the matter, permanently damaging it, it leads to some traumas and some mental and emotional blockages. So just kind of trying to understand, how we have lost sight as spiritual beings having a human experience, the correlation and the relationship between our physical bodies and our spiritual body. Now, um, I think that it's important to say that mostly all of us, if not all of us, because it's always going to be those people that really don't care, but a good amount of us should really have higher regard for the ritual of, you know, sex, because it is a ritual. You are doing so many different energy exchanges and you are building etheric cords. You are building karmic cords with the person that you are doing this ritual with. No matter what a person says, you will develop some type of attachment with this other spirit, soul, and sometimes it will be very difficult for you to sever that cord. So, that's one thing. That's one reason why it's important to understand the ritual and then actually decide if you want to participate with that certain spirit. Because, like I said, it's an energy exchange. There's a reason why men want to always be in the pathway. There's a reason why they are trying so heavily to lie, manipulate, cheat, steal to get back into the pathway. It puts you closer to the source. It puts you close to God, the creator, because that is where life is formed at. There is healing and nurturing that comes along with accessing the gateway. That is the reason why women can be healers, women can be good nurturers. It just comes so natural to us because we possess that power, we have that access, it's just there, it's natural. And for men, they sometimes need to access this pathway so that they can get healing. And guess what they're doing while they're healing in that pathway? They are dumping off baggage, they're dumping off stress, they're dumping off anger, they're dumping off a lot of stuff. So it's important for both parties to understand the ritual of sex. It's important for both parties to respect the spiritual aspect of that ritual and understand what they're doing when they're participating in it. You are building a bridge between you and another soul. You and then the children that come from that, the babies that are formed from that, sometimes carry the burden of those cords. Sometimes they carry baggages from other generational things that have happened. So it's important to actually be more selective with who you are actually allowing to access your pathway to come up to your gateway, and then have access to your source. So um I think it's super important for us to understand that it's not easy to cut those cords once they are there. That is the reason why we have so much discord between a mother and a father. Um, Children suffer so much. We have a lot of diseases that will come about when you're doing that ritual and you're not taking very good care or making very good selections about what you're doing. And some of these diseases can, if they happen frequently or if you let infections go on long enough, you will have scarring that then will take away your ability to allow life to pass through, even though you still will possess that the power to access the source, the power to nurture, the power to heal. So I just feel like that it's really important that if we're going to come together as a collective, we come together as a collective to understand this ritual that we are participating in, and how often we're changing people to participate in this ritual, and the type of connections and karmatic course that we are building with the people that we participate in this ritual with. So just think about it. It's food for thought. Remember, what you're doing to the physical body, you're doing to the spiritual body. It affects the heart, it affects the mind, it affects the soul. All right? As above, so below, so within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. Take care of yourselves now.